Greetings, ladies and gentlemen players. It's another wonderful Monday, this November of 2022, making it a wonderful day for murder. And I'm over here on the wrong account. That was my dwyrin account. Full disclosure, last week sucked. I was like one game to rank up, and I did terrible things to myself. I threw the crap out of all the games. Sweet, amazing 99% games. Chucked them all right back to back. It was a bad week. What can I say? And then on another day, on good old Kosumi, I was like 2 games to rank up. And on Kosumi, I'm still 2 games to rank up. Because despite the 11-1 at this point, streak that I had here, I threw the games 99% back to back. Like bam, 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 bam. Now, normally I have a system in place to prevent doing things like this. When obviously my play is off that day, I switch accounts. I did not do that. I convinced myself I could push through it. And in the back of my head, it still sounds right. Like I should be able to push through that. But I can't just yet, apparently. Which makes sense. I mean, that's just how your brain works, right? When you're off, you're off. That's just all there is to it. Maybe you didn't eat enough that day. Maybe you didn't get enough sleep. Maybe something's bugging you that you don't even care about. Maybe you were reading a book and you don't like how the story is going. Who knows? Either way, something's affecting you. You're off that day. You should switch accounts, do something else. That's my recommendation to all y'all. Unfortunately, because I'm streaming and I always feel like I need to put on a show, I kind of force myself not to do that a lot of the time. It's like, no, we got this, we can do this, the show must go on, we can do it, and it just can't do it. But it's fine, because of the amazing streak I had here, I can still do this. We're still 2 up, it's a new day. Let's see how it goes. Well, let's just about thumbs up my week. Looks like my luck is still holding strong. My opponent didn't do well out of the opening, as you can clearly see here. We get to a nice early 97 lead because, you know, all this is dead. We got huge corners, and he hasn't really made any territory yet. I will admit, I did make a little mistake here in this game. I couldn't calculate whether going ahead and playing this variation was worth it or not. Giving up the tail just to kill the remainder of this. Couldn't figure it out. I was in like 2 BM periods, so I was like, you know what? I'll just go ahead and err on the side of caution, which did a bad, but even though I did a misread here, because this is totally dead, you can see from this he's completely wasted. Yeah, he's still dead, and I'm ahead by a nice smooth 15 points that I still managed to lose. That was really fantastic, let me tell you. So that was going to be a nice Murder Monday. Alas, we threw that game like I've been doing all week. So now instead of 2 games to rank up, now I've got 4 games to rank up. Well, let's try again. Oh, we're 2 for 2, chat. Look at that amazing graph. Oh yeah, this was absolutely fantastic. Oh, this was fantastic. Threw 2 games back to back. There's another one. Example of what my week's been like. What can I say? So yeah, here we're 95 because, I mean, his corner's screwed. For some reason, he didn't know this sequence. Oh, sorry, you can't see anything, can you? Anyway, you see the graph. Like, we were like, great, and then, oops, was a chance to recover after my mistake, and then, yeah, it was whatever. But yeah, he didn't know this, and he's running out groups that aren't alive yet. There's like Ko in the bottom right. He's just not gonna have the points. Like, it's all there is to it. Like, for whatever reason, yeah, this is just what he did. So here we're at a nice 93 to win. Um, Graph, as you saw, went like just like steadily downhill for him until he made an oops. And yeah. Through this game too, unfortunately. Through this game too. A lot of really, really not so great decisions from my opponent. Called out most of them right. But one little mistake, and yeah, that was the end of that one. As a result, Kasumi's not ranking up anytime soon. Because now I have to go through those 7 games again, because I've now thrown like 5 games. Really? Really? I threw 2 games back to back. I get another game, and he loses on time. For no reason whatsoever. I'm done playing today. I'm way over it. I am triggered to all. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. Hey, let's go over a game. That'll be fun. Let's do that. Absolutely. I can't wait to go over a game. Wow, this is going to be amazing. Alright, so apparently I'm going to be performing a blood sacrifice to whatever god of mischief I've pissed off this week. But in the meantime, let's go over a Shibano Toramaru game. I don't think I've gone over this game before. Knowing my luck, I might have. But yes, this is a game of cosmic proportions, which I think is fitting since I've clearly angered something with a cosmic influence the last 7 days, apparently. So yeah, this is a fantastic game, Shibano Toramaru, if you are unaware. Goes also by the name of T-Learn on Fox, and good old Shibi over here is one of Japan's strongest players. And this game does indeed take a turn. It's quite interesting. I think you're gonna like it. My viewers immediately, upon seeing the game, alerted me to this and wanted me to review it. Now, give me a second. You're probably going to be wondering why. Because we open up with dual 4/4 points from black, 4/4 3/4 from white, into a 3/3. You might be thinking, oh my god, it's going to be one of these games. Your viewers wanted you to review this game because they're trolling you, bruh. That's the reason. Don't you know? But wait, it gets better. Because there's a funny thing that happens when you play the new variations as we see here. Now this is exactly what I've been trying to play as white in my games, where you play the new thing, and it goes into a low Chinese here, because these games, you don't really know how they're going to proceed. It's not like the games where, like, you do this one, and then, like, you do this one, and then, like, you play here, and then they back off, and then after they back off, you do this, and then they're going to go ahead and probably play something over in here, and or this is a big one too. This is a big one too. And then it's just like a fight like over across like all the board, right? Like these, you don't know how they're gonna go. They could be territory, they could be influential. They're crazy because they lead to a lot of variations. Because white does not fully enclose black, black gets to come out. White chooses to play a 3/3 invasion. And black has ideas. Oh, yes, he does. He goes for the wall variation here, as we can see. Takes the territory, as previously mentioned. White has to do likewise, otherwise he has no points. Some people are very tempted to do this kind of thing right now. But you do have to be careful, because after this is denied to you, right? Let's just go ahead and make something up here. Let's just go ahead and make up something like a bit like this, I guess. Let's just go ahead and, oh, you know, take just old school stuff, not even caring if this is like new or whatever, right? There we do that, and maybe we do this into there. This probably falls under attack later. This seems like a reasonable continuation. But what you notice from this reasonable continuation is that we've got territory for black here, territory for black here, a couple of points here, and we only have one area where white actually has points. White's really, really going to be trying to fight to, find points somewhere. But right now we don't really know where those points are coming from. So to kind of keep a territorial balance, white is usually going to play here unless white is extremely greedy or paranoid or words like that, and he's not going to do that. But this gives sentient away to black, and in this game, black jumps up. Not putting the pincer on the 3 stone, but jumping up to make the bottom area big, because he's got an enclosure, he's building off of it, it's great. White's only too happy to defend himself because he just got the thing there. Reinforcing, like all of his points are coming from this bottom area, right? And it only happens, note this entire game, only happens for black because we're not playing like the old school stuff where there's no longer any potential on the bottom of the board ever again, right? This is just strangle. The territory here is a territory here forever, and that's it. It's never anything more than that. Even if black gets an enclosure here, we're not going to be able to extend from here because of the thickness here, right? So here is interesting because like we're threatening like 6 times 10, 11, 12 points right there. That's amazing. So normal continuation. Okay. Again, normal continuation. We're just continuing. Don't want to be kept low and not being conned into thinking, oh no, I need to play here right now. This is the thing that a lot of people get wrong. A lot of people that pick this variation in the amateur world want you to do this kind of thing, right? Because now it's like, oh god, now what do we do? Like, well, if we play here, literally this might work. That this could be a problem later because we have to like do this kind of thing, and there's this kind of thing, and there's that kind of thing. That's still in trouble. So it's just like all sorts of awkward. There's a whole bunch of weird, crazy variations that people tend to try to do when they see that. But sure, black comes out, so he's not going to be kept low and go into a weird variation. Pokey Pokey Poke is instant. Reason why the Pokey Pokey Poke is there is we play here, we'll probably play here, here. And then even if we come out, one thing we don't want, for example, let's just do a quick and crude variation. Let's say we maybe probe here, get a descent there, do a follow-up there, and then suddenly, black is just completely settling up on top of the board, right? Not gonna like that, not gonna like that. So, okay, we're doing little pokey times. Extend, now we're gonna go ahead and Hane, we get the response in, and then we're playing here to make sure we're nice and strong. From here, we can go ahead and play this, we could play this, play a lot of things. That's gonna get ignored. Very, very standard sequence right now. You might be like, why would you play this? You can just play here now. Can you? Can you? Can you? Because even with this full surround, you might be like, oh yeah, black messed up. Black's now dead in the upper right-hand corner. How can black not be dead in the upper right-hand corner? Well, that's where this stupid thing comes back and like pays dividends. Because he has to play it right now. He doesn't play it now, right? But let's go ahead and change the variation a little bit. One, you've got this for a ko, which means there's potential for it to just not be dead. And if you back off for that, you've got this. And then you've got this. Okay, but maybe not that. Maybe here, into, yeah, I can see the problem here, right? Like, we're very, very close to just being alive right now. There's a lot of Aji there, a lot of Aji. In fact, you could probably also do this one into that one. That looks like it's a thing, right? Because it's to extend down to die, to kill, to die. Gotta extend down to die. That's what you gotta do there. And then you've got, like, things over in here. You've got things like the surround, maybe. It's a whole bunch of stuff. It's really, really flexible. But instead, black goes nuts right now, and it's amazing. It's a reason why people flag this game for me to review. Because he goes for the outside right now, because of course he does. The bottom is being built. He's got the beginnings of a surround on the upper right. So he's going for that whole board. Oh yeah, that's the stuff right there. Which white immediately realizes I can't answer this. Like if we defend here, what if we do this? Just something like this. Right? Just something like that. Who got the better end of that result? Well, let's find out. This is 10 lines of territory across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, that's 80 points plus corners. Um, that's an issue, right? That's an issue. We can see where that's going. So all right, we're gonna go and play here instead. Obviously, we're gonna Hane. Hane's back, going for that build. Oh, nice and huge. Looking to kill, goes to Ko now for life. If we get this nice outside and the inside, oh my god, that's insane. That is absolutely insane. White has no choice but to fight the Ko. And then he just chills. Continues building. Games like this are why Shibano's insane. He can play territory, he can play influence. He's a very versatile player. And players that can that have multiple ways of being able to play, they're hard to play against. Because if you imagine you're a professional, right? You live and breathe how these games are going to go. That's your bread and butter, right? So I'm sitting down, I'm playing Shibano next week. Okay, we're playing Shibano next week. What are we going to do? Well, let's brush up on his games and see what sequences he's playing, see what kind of styles he's leaning towards, and I can predict what he's playing because time is money. But literally in these games, time is money. You don't want to waste your time trying to figure out the moves. You kind of want to be able to predict what they're playing before they play it, almost. Like if you play a person like Shinjin So, for example, you can go into those games knowing what he's going to play. He's going to be playing like all like the top AI variations, so you can review what those are right now. Right? He essentially has like one way of playing, predominantly. Someone like Choi Jung, on the other hand, who recently had a complete tear through the Samsung, I think it's called. Yes, it was Samsung. Harder to predict again, harder to play against because she goes like new stuff, she goes some old stuff. She sometimes ties those things together. Territory influence. She can chill. She can fight. Hard to predict what that opponent's going to do. Hard to plan what they're going to do because you just don't know what they're going to do, right? So that's why Shibi is fantastic. I love watching his games. I don't know what's going to happen. I love Choi Jung's games. Don't know what's going to happen. And sure enough, here, who could have predicted that right now, Shibano Toramaru would go for like a huge cosmic attempt in the center of the board right now in the game he played. There's no way that his opponent here thought that was going to happen, right? But sure enough, here we are. Here we are. All right. So Shibi's going all cosmic. Oh, by the way, and Choi Jung's games, I'm going to do a video on her run through the Samsung. Maybe a two-parter, hard to say, to show you all the amazing things that she was able to do. But all right, here we go. Going ahead and playing there. Sweeps in, surrounding. Now that this is surrounded, this group is a life and death problem. And black is so paranoid about that middle. So that's the thing. That's the insidious thing about influence. Like you see this and you're like, okay, the middle's being built. Okay, middles. I see them. Ow, fuck. Like I see the middle being built. Just reduce it and we're fine. Reduce it and we're fine. But while you're there, Like, reduce, reduce, reduce. But that means you lose somewhere else. Because that's what Go is. Go is a game of exchanges, right? So, black said, let me in while I'm building. White said, you can't build. So black gets to come in. Without life and death problem here. Same thing, following up because that center is insane. Takes. Connect, like, no, I can't let you do that. Similar to what I showed earlier. Again, this forcing moves. Bish, bash, skadoosh. This is a light position that we're going to go ahead and leave behind. Threatening to kill. Bop, bop. Same tiger mouth. Do, and then drop. Nope, take, okay. I always... Like, I guess that's... Yeah, I guess it takes better because there might be a Ko or something here later to help get rid of the outside eyes. So, all right, we're maximizing our stuff, maximizing our stuff. That looks alive-ish. So go back and live. Now, the timing of that's pretty poggers because you can't mess up with this. If, like, you play here and he X's these off the board, you've got to be able to kill this, right? You've got to be able to kill this. That would be embarrassing. If this lived, if like the top died and then this lived after you played 2 moves against it, oh, it'd be bad. But all right, didn't happen, didn't happen. Good, 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 good. Now we're back in living. The push and cut is still a thing, but it's fine. Taking territory. Making sure that this is his. And then I want to get this right. There. No. What? How's that not a thing? Oh, come on, the L line. Duh. There we go. So here we've got a bunch of points. Bunch of points, bunch of points. At this point, white's got to be sweating a little bit. Because black is threatening an insane, insane game. And I think it's hilarious that it started with the 3-3 invasion. It's like 3-3, don't surround, and this is all of your opponent's points now. Like, that's bonkers. But hey, that's what you're inviting by playing these new branches, right? Don't surround your opponent; they can come out and suddenly threaten over like 70. What is this? 10, 11, 12, 13? No, 12. Yeah, 12. Like what? 84 points right there on the bottom of the board. Oof. So, needless to say, black can't be allowed to keep it. Can't. It's too much. Where's 84 points for white? This is not it. Like, you can tell that this here is not 84 points, and neither is whatever this is. Right? So, okay. We're looking for Aji. Seeing if we can't come in. I love how relaxed black is. Way too relaxed for me. I would be like battening down the hatches, you know? But alright, he's obviously got a better sense of the game than I do, clearly. Here into here. That one right there confuses me. Like, I don't know why we didn't do this. Like, you can't tell me this isn't Sente to kill the entire thing, can you? Like, surely this is Sente. Because, like, if you play here and then white plays elsewhere, are you telling me this is still alive? Because you can't do this. I guess you could do this. But again, like, it's hard to imagine that wasn't Sente, and it's a pretty big capture to, like, miss. That was an extra 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 7 points. Or more. Probably more. Probably more. My counting sucks. Alright, so we've attached. Now we're harassing. Reinforcing the bottom. So much territory at stake, man. So much territory at stake. You gotta love games like this. Like, these are how games used to be played, right? Where the entire board is being contested. You know? I love games like this. I absolutely love games like this. Not like, oh, I 3-3 you and you 3-3 me, and then we 3-3 over here, and we fight over this wall, and then I'm gonna fight over that wall. Like, I hate that meta. That meta sucks. It doesn't have any real character to it, in my opinion, you know? It doesn't have any ambition. This is ambitious. This is ambitious. I love it. I absolutely love it. So, alright. Black is, like, connecting up, making sure that it is nice and strong. White's like, I need to reduce you, or this is going to be an embarrassing loss. Like, I mean, it just is, right? If we play here into here, back me up, Estimator. Okay, Estimator is confused because this corner is not a thing yet. And, yeah. Either way, it says that Black's ahead. So, comes in, threatens to just eat all of this, because why not? Saves the stones. That right there is, that right there I love. Like, the solid moves in preparation for, like, mass murder. It's like, alright, I want to attack this. I can't with a weak group. Can't with a weak group. We're reinforcing is what we're doing. White's like, can I do a thing in here? It's like, I don't know about that. Trying to cut off the one stone. Cutting off the two stones, hence the preparation here. And now White's running. And Black is hunting. Like, aren't these games... You cannot tell me these games aren't fun. Like, I don't know if you regularly, like, watch pro games or whatnot. You cannot tell me that these games aren't fun. Because, like, is this group going to live in the middle? I have absolutely no idea. Is this stone alive? Beats me. Is there going to be a co-down here? Maybe. Is this group really completely dead? No, actually it's not. Because you can attach here. It goes in. And then you've got, like, some stuff here with a large knight. There's a little bit of oddity there. Like, you have no idea how these games are going to go. You have no idea how these games are going to go. Alright, so he's retreating. Poking the life and death here. Poke, poke, poke. Trying to get two groups running simultaneously. I love that. It's like, oh yeah, basics. One group, two group, split them. Go ham. Alright, he comes out. Bottom is dead. Could you have predicted that? I don't think so. I don't think so. So, alright, this is now nicely roasted. These are important moves to make sure that maybe this has to be captured. Because if it has to be captured, don't underestimate how many points that's worth. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 extra points in the end of the game is bigly. Bigly. If you have a 10-point lead and you have to capture 8, then you're within endgame distance of losing that game, man. You're within endgame distance of losing that game. You don't want to do that. Have to connect here, otherwise take and then connect co. Don't want to do that. So here we go with this. Trying to come out. I love this. We're not doing something crazy like, oh, I'm going to honey now. It's like, really? It's like, okay, I mean, that means that there's like a whole bunch of stuff here, right? Like the clamp. Then if we play here, there's this. That's a huge mistake. He's lost the game. If you play here, there's this, 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 this. Not that. There we go. Just lost the game again. So can't get greedy. Can't get greedy. Though, try telling that to the 6 Dons I played today. They all shared one thing in common. They were all very, very greedy. But because I kept throwing the games after they were dead, they didn't learn anything from it. Alright, so we're going back and taking territory. Poke, poke, poke. Again with the good shapes. Defending. Trying to come out and do surroundy times. Trying to surround. Because remember, surrounding means capturing. Capturing is like I get at least 8 points. So we've got all of this stuff here. This one, I admit, I did not see. When I saw this, when I was first reviewing the game, that looked insane to me. Especially after White played here. It's like, okay, I know I suck at this game, but you're telling me there's a reason we can't do this. And there is, yeah, it's obvious. Here, here, into here. Now you're screwed. Right? You're screwed. Game over again. Game over again. It's like, oh, yeah, okay. You're right. You're right. We can't do that because of this stupid move. This stupid move over and over and over again. This thing is like paying for itself so hard. So I play there. Making sure we're nice and solid. Bop, bop. Now this part, I admit, I didn't see coming. I would have smashed this like it owed me money. But black is still attacking. Threatening to cut this middle group off. Makes this a lot smaller now, right? Because if he plays like here, for example, right? Then you push. Let's just show it. Like right now in the game, he plays here. Because if we play this one, we play this one. And then if we play here, we play this one. This is still not dead. Not live, sorry. And we can't do anything here. So we do what? This? Into here? Like you see the problem here, right? You absolutely see the problem here. That's Sente. Sente. Like the entire middle's gonna die. Like what's White gonna do now? Play this? Absolutely not. Like these are insane games. Oh, gotta love them. Alright. We get the connection in place. Now we're threatening the whole middle group with death again. I don't know why we're not playing this though, honestly. I mean, I guess, yeah, sure, White's not gonna go back and... Like, White can never play this. I guess you're right. You're right. White can never play this. White can never play this, because he'll just lose the other side. Okay, yeah. Sure. So yeah, we got the connect. We got the turn. And then bam, dead. Make sure the bomblets is dead. Atari. And then take. And go ahead and turn. This now needs to live. This now needs to live. But yeah, I absolutely love these games. I absolutely love these games. And I imagine they completely blindside people who are just all into the AI. Because one thing I didn't mention is after I like looked at this, I was kind of curious to see what the AI had to say about it. AI gave a small lead to the opponent, right? After the whole middle fiasco. Like the whole going after the center. I mean, this is giving territory to White. So AI is like, yeah, I think White had something like a 66-ish to win at the somewhere in the 60s, which is a little bit of a lead to White a little bit. So I imagine professionals right now who are like really trying to like make sure they've got all of those lovely little leads from the opening would probably definitely not expect this kind of thing to be thrown in their face. I love it. I love it. I love it. I wish there was a way to kill this, though. That would have been, oh, that'd be so great. All right, making sure that we can capture here. Making sure that we're not dead. Going ahead and poking. And we go play there. And we reduce, because why not? Getting the turn in for more territory. Threatening to live. Sente capturing is so big now. Ah, 1 point in Sente. Gotta love it. Go back and keep the bottom. And now we've got this lovely little Ko. Replays here. We take Hane, drop down. Cut point is live. Push. Don't want to get disconnected, so we're going to connect. Defend. Go underneath. And we are fine there. Got to be careful. We are in a most unfortunate capture race there. So got to mind the liberties. Got that one there. Ignoring this is insane. I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I guess you're fine. Like seriously, who fights a Ko when you're down when you're in the Liberty race with the left? Are you kidding me? Atari. Threaten to live that way. Extends back, take. Connect, reduce. Keep balling the Atari. He connected up those, that's good. Atari. Take, retake, Atari. Like, why are you... Like, you put that down to, like, a Liberty! I do not have the confidence to be like, you know what? This is gonna be fine. I'm just gonna, yeah, we're just gonna be 1 Liberty from death. It's fine. I'm just gonna win the Ko. Obviously, I'm just gonna win the Ko. Why wouldn't I just win the Ko? That's stupid. Imagine just not winning the Ko. If I'm just gonna win the Ko and it's gonna be fine. Yeah, 1 Liberty. I love Shibby. I love Shibby. He has some really fun games, man. He has some really fun games. It's just insane. It's like, sure, we'll play here now. Now we're playing the Ko on the bottom side, getting cut through, but nope. Atari. Giving up the 4 stones. Ooh, I have to give up the 4 stones. Now we've got that. Making sure that those are going to be fine. Blocking them out of there. Threatening to cut through. Threatening to Atari through. 2 stones are dead, but so is that. Make sure we keep our 3. That way we get to connect. Take a few more points. Gotta respond to that or we're gonna get poked through. He takes, we take. It's not a big deal. Let's go ahead and continue reducing. And now we've just revived 2, 4, 5 points. Something like that, right? I admit I'm confused. What? I'm looking at the game record right here. Only thing that comes to my mind is what? Okay, so we're gonna take now. Okay, yeah, sure, obviously. Oh, we have to or we're dead, aren't we? Oh, yeah, we don't have the eyes. Oh, yeah, no, because if he plays here, no, it's fine. Okay, we're playing here. And then we're Atari. Oh, so you're telling me that this doesn't work? I guess we have an Atari into an Atari. Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right, I'm an idiot. You're right, I'm an idiot. Make sure we're connected. And just like so. Throwing in. Really good because this connection is a pain in the butt now. Grab 2 more points. Lost a point there. 2 there. Definitely Sente. Don't want to get poked through. That would suck. Got that one blocked out. That one's a couple of points. Poke through here. Make sure we've got that secured. There goes the throw-in, so we have to connect. And we have to connect that one up too. That sucks. We can Atari here. Excuse me? That was not at all. Oh, you didn't connect. There we go. That makes more sense. And then we're playing a Ko here. Threatening huge upper right. He backs off on it. We connect. Game ends. Black 1.5. Crazy, crazy, crazy game. You don't often see huge cosmic games that boil down to like a 1.5 while you've got whole board attacks and like corner things going on. It's just like completely nuts from start to finish. And to be honest, would you want the game to go any other way? If you say yes, I know you're lying. I know you're lying. So yeah, couldn't bring you a Murder Monday on Fox, but I hope you enjoyed Shibi's game. It's probably more entertaining than mine anyway. Either way, got ourselves a lot of work for the next couple of weeks. I want to finish the year out by having multiple 7-down accounts. I've only got one right now. Basic Man hopefully is going up. With luck, I can fix this fiasco. Like, look at this. This tells you everything you need to know about my week. Like, this has been my last week. Before that, that was my week. Those were my 2 weeks, right? Where we were like, what was this? 13, 12, 11 and 2? Like averaging like 5 and 1, a little bit more than. Either way, we'll fix it like we always do. And while I do that, hope you enjoy the series. Hope you enjoyed this review of Shibano's crazy cosmic game. And as always, see you next time. Take care, everybody.